Friends, today I am going to start the Vishnu Puran book in English, First Ans, Chapter 1. So let's start. Om, glory to Vasudeva, victory be to you, Pundarikaksha, adoration be to you. Vishwabhavana, Vishwabhavana, glory be to you, Harikesha, Mahapurusha, and Purvaja. May that Vishnu, who is the existent, imperishable Brahma, who is Ishvara, who is Spirit, who with the three qualities is the cause of creation, preservation and destruction, who is the parent of nature, intellect, and the other ingredients of the universe. Be to us the bestow of understanding, wealth, and final emancipation. Having adored Vishnu, the Lord of all, and paid reverence to Brahma and the rest, having also saluted the spiritual preceptor, I will narrate a Purana equal in sanctity to the Vedas. Maitreya, having saluted him reverentially, thus addressed Parashara, Vedvya's father, the excellent sage, the grandson of Vashishta, who was versed in traditional history and the Puranas, who was acquainted with the Vedas and the branches of science dependent upon them, and skilled in law and philosophy, and who had performed the morning rites of devotion. Maitreya said, Master, I have been instructed by you in the whole of the Vedas and in the institutes of law and of sacred science. Through your favor, other men, even though they be my foes, cannot accuse me of having been remiss in the acquirement of knowledge. I am now desirous, O you who are profound in pity, to hear from you how this world was and how in future it will be. What is its substance, O Brahman, and whence proceeded animate and inanimate things, into what has it been resolved, and into what will its dissolution again occur? How were the elements manifested? Whence proceeded the gods and other beings? What are the situation and extent of the oceans and the mountains, the earth, the sun, and the planets? What are the families of the gods and others, the Manus, the period called Manvantaras, those termed Kalpas and their subdivisions, and the four ages, the events that happen at the close of a Kalpa and the terminations of the several ages, the histories, O great Muni of the gods, the sages and kings, and how the Vedas were divided into branches. After they had been arranged by Vyasa, the duties of the Brahmanas and the other tribes, as well as of those who passed through the different orders of life. All these things I wish to hear from you, grandson of Vashishta. Incline your thoughts benevolently towards me, that I may, through your favor, be informed of all I desire to know. So, this is the story of Parashara, Vedvya's father. Parashara told everything. Parashara replied, Well, inquired Piers Maitreya. You recall to my recollection that which was of old narrated by my father's father Vasishtha. I had heard that my father had been devoured by a Rakshasa employed by Vishwamitra. Violent anger seized me and I commenced a sacrifice for the destruction of the Rakshasas. Hundreds of them were reduced to ashes by the rite when, as they were about to be entirely extirpated, my grandfather Vasishtha thus spoke to me: Enough, my child, let your wrath be appeased. The Rakshasas are not culpable. Your father's death was the work of destiny. Anger is the passion of fools. It becomes not a wise man, by whom it may be asked, is anyone killed? Every man reaps the consequences of his own acts. Anger, my son, is the destruction of all that man obtains by arduous exertions of fame and of devout austerities, and prevents the attainment of heaven or of emancipation. The chief sages always shun wrath. Be not you, my child, subject to its influence. Let no more of these unoffending spirits of darkness be consumed. Mercy is the might of the righteous. Being thus admonished by any venerable uh, grandsire, I think it will be grandsire, I immediately desisted from the rite. In obedience to his injunctions, and Vasishtha, the most excellent of sages, was connected with me. Then arrived Pulastya, the son of Brahma, who was received by my grandfather with the customary marks of respect. The illustrious brother of Pulaha said to me, since in the violence of animosity you have listened to the words of your progenitor and have exercised elemency, therefore you shall become learned in every science, since you have forborne even through incest to destroy my posterity. I will bestow upon you another boon, and you shall become the author of a summary of the Puranas. You shall know the true nature of the deities as it really is, and whether engaged in religious rites or abstaining from their performance. Your understanding through my valor shall be perfect and exempt from doubts. Then my grandsire Vasishtha added, whatever has been said to you by Pulatsya shall assuredly come to pass. Now truly all that was told me formerly by Vasishtha and by the wise Pulatsya has been brought to my recollection by your questions, and I will relate to you the whole, even all you have asked. Listen to the complete compendium of the Puranas. According to its tenor, the world was produced from Vishnu, the God. It exists in him. He is the cause of its continuance and cessation. He is the world. And Om Namo Vasudevaya, an address of this kind to one or other Hindu divinity, usually introduces Sanskrit compositions, especially those considered sacred. The first term of this mantra or brief prayer, Om and Omkara, is well known as a combination of letters invested by Hindu mysticism with particular sensitivity. In the Vedas. It is said to comprehend all the gods, and in the Puranas it is directed to be prefixed to all such formula as that of the text. Thus, in the Uttarkanda of the Padma Purana, the syllable Om, the mysterious name, or Brahma, is the leader of all prayers. Let it be, therefore, O lovely faced Shiva addressed Durga, be employed in the beginning of the prayers. According to the same authority, one of the mystical imports of the term is the collective enunciation of Vishnu expressed by a of Sri his bride, Vishnu's bride, intimated by you, and of their joint worshippers, designed by M. A whole chapter of the Vayu Purana is devoted to his term. A text of the Vedas is their cities. Om, the monosyllable Brahma, the latter meaning either the Supreme Being or the Vedas collectively, of which this monosyllable is the type. It is also said to typify the three spheres of the world, the three holy fires, the three steps of Vishnu. Frequent meditation upon it and repetition of it ensure release from a worldly existence. See also Manu, Vasudeva, a name of Vishnu or Krishna, is according to its grammatical etymology a patronymic derivative implying son of Vasudeva. The Vaishnava Puranas, however, devise other explanations. See the next chapter. And again, in this stanza occurs a series of the appellations of Vishnu, Pundarikaksha having eyes like a lotus, or heart pervading, or Pundarika is explained supreme glory, and Aksha imperishable. The first is the most usual. This is a definition. Chapter 2 start from here, and this is a definition. If you want to understand first chapter, then you should read this. You can pause the video and read, because we will start next chapter, chapter 2, in our next video.